A very good morning to all of you. This is Radha, Assistant Professor in EC Department. I feel very much happy to teach you the subject System Design through Verilog, that is SDTV. Okay, this is elective subject. Okay, so I hope everyone is fine and safe at home, and all of you are taking care of your parents. Yes or no? Yes, very good. Let us see once the syllabus. Totally we have 6 units. Okay. The first unit is Introduction to Verilog, and second unit Gate Level Modeling, third unit Behavioral Modeling, fourth unit Data Flow Level and Switch Level Modeling, fifth unit Synthesis of Combinational and Sequential Logic using Verilog, and sixth unit Verilog Models. Okay, so totally we have 6 units. Now coming to the textbooks, so the first one is Design through Verilog HDL by T.R. Padmanabhan and B. Balatripura Sundari. The second one, Advanced Digital Design with Verilog HDL by Michael D. Slaty. Okay. Next, reference textbooks are first one, Fundamentals of Logic Design with Verilog by Stephen Brown and Vanko Vranisk. And the second one, a Verilog Premier by J. Bhaskar. Okay, these are the textbooks. Okay, I'm also very happy to announce you that all these textbooks are available in the soft copy also. Okay, in the next coming days, I will send all these soft copy of the textbooks to you. Okay, then it will be very easy for you to refer. Okay, so coming to the subject SDTV, that is System Design through Verilog. So after studying this course, what you are going to learn? Okay, so that is after completion of this System Design through Verilog course, you can understand Verilog hardware description language and synthesis of digital circuits using various models. Okay. You can also implement digital circuits utilizing various constructs and conventions of Verilog in different models. And you can also able to differentiate various Verilog models. Okay. So after completion of this course, you can able to achieve all these things. Okay. So we call them as course outcomes. Okay. Now, before directly moving to the subject, let us review about the digital circuits. Why? Because if you know the little basics of digital circuits, then it will be easy to understand this SDTV subject. Okay. So I think you already studied switching theory and logic design in the previous semesters. Okay. Just once today you will recollect all those things, just basics. Okay. Tell me, what is a digital circuit? Okay. If anyone wants to give answer, please text in the chat box. Okay. And I also request everyone to mute yourself and respond only in the chat box. Okay, thank you. Which responds to 0 and 1. Very good. Okay, I will tell. Digital circuit. A digital circuit is a circuit where the signal must be one of two discrete levels. Okay? A digital circuit is a circuit where the signal must be one of two discrete levels. And whereas this each level is interpreted as one of two different states. That is, for example, on or off, logic 0 or logic 1, true or false. Okay? And we can also define it as a circuit which can take on only a finite number of states. Okay? Now, if you take analog circuits, a analog circuit is a circuit that operates with currents and voltages that vary continuously with time. And also, it have no abrupt transitions between levels. Okay? Now I think you have you understood the basic difference between analog circuits and digital circuits. Okay, so once again I am repeating, analog circuit is a circuit that operates with currents and voltages that vary continuously with time and have no abrupt transitions between levels. Okay, whereas a digital circuit is a circuit where the signal must be one of two discrete levels, where each level is interpreted as one of two different states, that is either, for example, on or off, 0 or 1, true or false. And also, a digital circuit can be defined as a circuit which can take on only a finite number of states. Okay, so that is digital circuit. Now, you see this one. This is a logic diagram of a simple digital circuit. Okay, so how many gates we have? 5 gates. Okay, so what are these gates? OR gate, XOR gate, NOT gate, again OR gate, and XOR gate. Okay, what are the inputs for this digital circuit? X, Y, Z. And what is the output? F. Okay, now it is a simple digital circuit. Now tell me, what are the different types of digital circuits we have? Okay, very good. Combinational circuits and sequential circuits. Combinational circuits and sequential circuits. Okay, now tell me, what is a combinational circuit? What is a combinational circuit? Okay, nice. A combinational circuit is the one whose output depends only on the present state of the input. Okay, a combinational circuit is the circuit whose output depends only on the present state of the input. That is the combinational logic circuit. Now tell me, what is the basic building block of combinational circuit? No, no. What is the basic building block of combinational circuit? Yes, very good. Logic gate. Okay, so logic gate is the basic building block of combinational circuit. That means by using logic gate, we can design any type of combinational logic circuit. Now see here. So we have different types of logic gates. Okay, so what is the first one? It is the buffer. The symbol is given and also the truth table. Okay. Next one, NOT gate and its truth table. Next, AND gate, truth table. OR gate, its truth table. XOR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XNOR gate. Okay. So these are the various types of logic gates. So by using any of these gates or by using the combination of these gates, we can design any type of combinational logic circuit. Okay. Next. Now you see this one. Okay. So what are the examples for the combinational logic circuit? We have adders, subtractors, comparators, PLDs. What is PLD? Programmable logic device. Now, multiplexers, demultiplexers, encoders, decoders. Next, binary, BCD, 7-segment code converters. So all these are the several examples for the combinational logic circuits. Okay, these adders like half adder, full adder, subtractors, half subtractor, full subtractor, comparators, 2-bit comparators, 4-bit comparators, 1-bit comparator, and PLDs. Okay, all these comes under the arithmetic and logical functions. Next, multiplexers, demultiplexers, encoders, decoders comes under the data transmission circuits, and binary, BCD, 7-segment code converters. Okay, so all these are the several examples for the combinational logic circuit. Now, what is the basic element in designing of these circuits? That is the logic gate. Logic gate. Okay, next. Now, tell me what is sequential logic circuit? What is sequential logic circuit? Okay, a sequential logic circuit is the one whose output depends not only on the present state of the input but also on the previous state of the outputs. Okay, once again, what is a sequential logic circuit? A sequential circuit is the one whose output not only depends on the present state of the inputs but also on the previous state of the outputs. That is the sequential logic circuit. Now tell me, what is the basic building block of sequential logic circuit? What is the basic building block of sequential logic circuit? Okay, registers, okay, counters, okay, flip-flops. Okay, very nice. So the basic building block of sequential circuit is a flip-flop. Okay, all these, some of you had given the answers, registers, counters. Okay, but what is the basic building block to design a register or counter? Nothing but flip-flop. Now we can say the flip-flop is the basic building block of sequential logic circuit. Okay, so what is the basic building block of sequential logic circuit? It is the flip-flop. Okay, now we'll see. We have several flip-flops: SR flip-flop, JK flip-flop, D flip-flop, T flip-flop. Okay, so on the right side we have the logic symbol of SR flip-flop. Okay, so this is S input, R input with some clock, and outputs are Q and Q bar. Okay, this is normal output, this is complementary output. And the next one, JK flip-flop. Okay, JK inputs, Q bar are the outputs. Next, D flip-flop. It consists of only one input, D input, and outputs are Q and Q bar. The next one is T flip-flop. So it consists of only one input, that is T input, and the outputs are Q and Q bar. Okay. So these are the several types of flip-flops available. Okay. Now this flip-flop is the basic element in designing of sequential logic circuit. Now, what are the other examples for sequential logic circuits? So you already responded in the chat box. Okay, registers and counters. Very good. Registers and counters. Very good. Okay. Now you see all these are sequential logic circuits only. That is flip-flops, registers, counters. Okay. But what is flip-flop? The flip-flop is the basic building block of sequential logic circuit. Okay. Now group of flip-flops gives the registers. Okay. And by using these flip-flops, we can design counters. That is why we call the flip-flop is the basic building block of any sequential logic circuit. Okay. Yeah, registers, we have shift registers, universal shift register, left shift, right shift, parallel in, parallel out, serial in, serial out. Yeah, all this comes under the sequential logic circuits. Yes, counters also. Up counter, up down counter, synchronous counters, asynchronous counters, Johnson counter, twisted ring counter, everything. Ripple counter. Yes, very good. All these comes under the sequential logic circuits. Okay. Now, okay. So once again, I will review all these things. So what we have discussed so far? So we have discussed what is a digital circuit. Okay. And what are the different types of digital circuits? What is a combinational logic circuit? And what is a basic building block of combinational logic circuit? And what are the examples for the combinational logic circuits? Okay. Similarly, what is a sequential circuit? What is the basic building block of sequential logic circuit? And what are the examples for sequential logic circuit? Okay. Very good. Now, so coming to the subject, that is our SDTV, system design through Verilog. Okay. Mm. Okay. Now you see, so this is Verilog is one type of HDL. Okay, that is hardware description language. Okay, so you already studied one type of hardware description language in the previous semesters. Okay, what is that one? So HDL means hardware description language. So I think you have studied one type of hardware description language in the previous semesters. Yes, very good. That is VHDL. VHDL. Okay. What is VHDL? What is the full form of VHDL? Yes. Yes, very good. That is very high speed integrated circuit hardware description language. I think you have done some programs in the lab also. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, very good. Okay. Now, so this Verilog, okay, Verilog is also one type of hardware description language. Okay. So in the previous semester, you have studied the VHDL. Okay, but now we are concentrating on the Verilog. Okay, purely Verilog. So Verilog is also one type of hardware description language. Now let us see what is this HDL, hardware description language. Why we use this HDL? Okay, now HDL describes the structure and behavior of electronic circuits and most commonly digital logic circuits. Okay, and it is also used to program electronic and digital logic circuits. Okay, now what are the three common hardware description languages we have? Okay, they are Verilog, VHDL and System C. Okay, this VHDL you have already studied, and Verilog now we are dealing the subject. Now System C. Nowadays, System C also comes under the hardware description language. Nowadays, some people are using this System C also. Okay, but we won't discuss this System C. Okay, we'll discuss only the Verilog only. Okay, so once again, what is hardware description language? What is the purpose of this hardware description language? So hardware description language is the one which describes the structure and behavior of electronic circuits, and most commonly digital logic circuits, and it is also used to program electronic and digital logic circuits. Okay, so what are the three common HDLs we have? Verilog, VHDL and System C. Okay, now your subject, that is SDTV, System Design through Verilog, is purely based on the Verilog HDL. Verilog HDL. Okay. Okay, in the next class, we'll discuss the first unit, topics in the first unit, that is Verilog has HDL and levels of design, description and concurrency. Okay, so I think everyone have followed the session. And I also appreciate the students who responded in the chat box. Okay, very good response. Answering my questions in the chat box, very good response. Okay. If anyone had any doubt regarding the subject, you please respond in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Thank you.